Like, do you know how crazy it is that you must have essentially ruined the idea of decentering men or whatever, which in reality it's just getting a life. You've ruined that concept to the point where you are asking people like, why would you crave love for a man, like love from a man? Like, why would you want to be in a relationship with a man? Like, have you considered these people are straight? Like, are we remembering that people do like guys? Like, there are women who like men, dude. Like, what the dude? There's a certain amount of this shit I can take, and unfortunately, you all have exceeded your quota. Anytime I see this on my timeline from here on out, my block list is about to get gigantic, dude.
Yes, we all knew that the decenter movement was.
Like, we gotta really talk about that though, because these women, they keep saying they don't need a man, they don't want a man. We just kind of want them, but all of them have children. Most of these women, they've never been married, they've never been like in a long-term relationship, but they all have kids. It's like, well then, if you don't need a man, why would you want kids? Because having children, you have to have a man and a woman in the home to have a well-rounded child. And not just to have, oh yeah, I raised my child. No, to have a well-rounded child. For that child to do the exact same thing. For when he leaves, he's gonna make sure that he's gonna have his wife, and he's gonna stay by his wife's side because he's seen his mother and his father do the same thing. And that's the type of legacy we need to leave. You know what I mean? These women today, I don't know where did this come from. It's like the YNs are crashing out. They're ready to, kill, rob, do 50 years for no reason. Just to get a little bit of clout, and the women are crashing out, destroy their family, just because they're quote unquote happiness. And at the end of the day, are they truly happy? That's you to decipher.
Headed by a dark cabal of high-calorie, post-war carpet munchers. A movement made by necessity rather than purpose. Obviously, we know that the decenter or 4B movements were championed by women that wanted to somehow even the playing field. Because no matter how much hormones a butch takes or how crispy her fade is, she could never compete with a functioning XY chromosome-wielding man. This fact raises the hairs in her peach fuzz chin. So the butch had no choice but to leap on this opportunity. Anything that could undigmatize these insane 304s, which she earned for. Now the other half of the dark cabal was set aside for the hard-to-look-at specimens. Women that never had a chance at marriage or long-term relationships in the first place. Maybe it's because of her Mark Henry back and shoulders, or maybe it's because she's just reached 30, but her skin is given 54. You see, back in the days, these grotesque trolls had the common decency to spare our vision by marching themselves into a convent and taking a vow not to show that face or saggy body to no other man or child. But no, not the modern woman.
Yo, this guy said, back in the day, the woman at that time, they would knew not even to show their face. They'll go be like a damn priest nun girl, and you know what I'm saying? Go find the little children somewhere. Let me just put it out straight, because that's what they do. They just not, let's call a spade, okay? That's what the fuck they do. Anyways, let's not go there. Let's go back.
We hear the thunderclap of arm fat jiggling. We hear the hissing sound of nasal air escaping from that infected septum ring hole. The jig is up, and we all know who the puppet master is. But stay vigilant, my brothers, because many modern women still have a full tank of petrol to gaslight their fellow sisters. For example.
So now that the secret is out that the men are not the breadwinners and that the women are actually the breadwinners, are we gonna just start dating each other, or?
Y'all, this is strictly for my single ladies. Does anybody else feel like you're in this place where you're kind of lonely and you want love, but at the same time, you don't feel emotionally safe with men, but at the same time, you're also not a lesbian? Like, y'all, this gotta be the most weird
Hold up. Did you just hear what she just said? She wants a man. She doesn't trust a man. She's not a lesbian. but she wants a man still. This idiot. She looked like a lesbian. I don't know what the hell she's talking about. She's not a lesbian. She's damn fucking. She's done some stuff. Okay, some bisexual stuff, whatever the hell. This is the confusion of the woman today. Because every single woman say they don't need a man, but in the same breath they have children, or they're having sex with some dude, or they're fantasizing about some dude. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's like, you know what I mean? The man that you might fantasize or you want, you might not have. But they say like, oh, I don't need a man. It's like, of course you need a man.
You know what's crazy? It's not even a flex to have a man no more, like it used to be. Like, don't get me wrong, they cool and shit, but it's like, it's not even,
Men have been able to escape and get away freely in the world by going out and having sex with different women and children and outside their marriages for a very long time. And now that women are doing what they want to do and they no longer can control women, these men are in their goddamn feelings. That's why they don't want to put you or detach them damn selves or ghost you, because they've been doing it for a very long time.
We cannot play the tit for tat, man. You know what I mean? Oh, I see him do it, I'm gonna do it too. Oh, you're in your feelings because I'm doing it. Come on, man. That's like little children. We're grown. There's a grown woman right here saying this thing. Oh, men has been having sex with a woman for years, and now you see women doing it, and you're in your feelings. What the hell? Why would you? You know it destroyed families. You know you didn't like the way it was done. You didn't like the way you feel. So why would you turn around and do it to the men? And now the women are doing it even at a more crazier rate, because today women can have sex faster than men. And that's not even, that's not even, we don't even have to debate that.
Hidden agenda, because to this day, women still don't understand that men do not think like them. The more masculine a man is, the more likely he is not to complicate simple matters.
The most aggravating things about men is that they do things with no hidden meaning. That just blows some of our minds, okay? Because guys will do something and I'm always sitting there like, but why did he do this? He literally did it because it just is what it is. Why is he watching my Snapchat story every day? Because he probably just hit the button so many times that he went through everyone's. I'm not special. Why did he text me good morning? He was bored at work and was just like, hey, what's up? But he said it in a nice way. That's all it is. He's not thinking about it. He's not overthinking it. He's literally just being like,
this is crazy.
What's up? And my dumb ass is over here being like, but what does it mean? It means nothing. And if you're confused about that, they tell us all the time, it means nothing.
I want to say, this is girls the overthinker. It don't make no fucking sense. It's like, bro. She's trying to decipher. Oh, well, he said good morning at 6 o'clock and 6 a.m. and now he's saying hi, but he said hi with a H-I with a what do you got with a capital I, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Sis, but y'all sisters is crazy, man. Do you know why y'all like that? Because y'all ass is sneaky as fuck. That's why she's thinking like that. Because she's doing all shit and cold and she will do stuff like that. And she's like, you know what I mean? And she's thinking like, oh, the dude is like me. He's like, bro, we don't think like women, bro. We think like men. We just straight to the point, yo, what the fuck? What's up? How you doing? What do I need to be sitting there and cold and playing games and fucking deciphering? You think that this is a fucking challenge every time we come together? This is why your ass is single, bitch. I have to sit there and fucking play with your mind all the time and say, yo, what the fuck, bro? Can we just fucking, you know what I mean? What's going on? Why do I have this? Listening to this girl just made me give me a fucking headache, bro. Like, yo, oh, well, he just said this. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? I just said hello. Why is that such a fucking problem? Why is that like, you know? Why you have to sit there and try to decipher something? Because she's a tricky ass bitch. These women, that's what they do, man. Everything's a fucking game to them. Everything's like a challenge. They're like, oh, I want to see this. Especially when they get with new men. They always do that. They always try to see how far they can push the guy. If he would really, like, is he a real bitch or is he a real man? They always fucking do that. And then they wonder why, like, yo, the relationship gets to a point because they literally try to challenge you. Every fucking girl will do it. And they do it usually around after you're busting inside of them. Once you fucking them and you're fucking them raw. Sorry. You know, you're doing your thing raw. That's when they're like, okay, you know what I'm saying? They feel like they can challenge you now. Because, you know, they feel like they can challenge you, bro.
But how though?
Sometimes a woman just doesn't serve you anymore. Or you've grown tired of her presence. Or maybe you just want a new woman. You know you have that right, by the way. I mean, it's really as simple as that. Dealing with this masculine bison every day could wreak havoc on a man's central nervous system.
And women now that are independent, that are outside doing what they want to do when they want to do it, that's where the men come in and be jealous. Because they was able to get away with the fact of having control over the situation from back in the days. And see, now that women are focused and open and woke, shit, ain't nothing they can do with their ass now.
Loud, aggressive, and masculine. Look, nobody wants this anymore. Maybe for some quick, sloppy beats. I mean, I get it. Every once in a while, you want to ride the buffalo, conquer the beast, so to speak. Climb the fluffy walls of Mount Big Back.
Big back, big back.
But they don't understand that. Well, I digress. The bigger point is that when you catch them in a moment of honesty, you will see that these modern women are struggling with being lonely.
I just want to let everyone know that I am getting married this year. I'm not talking to anybody. I don't have anybody on my list. I have nobody, but I'm still going to get married this year because I'm not delusional.
Now, I'm sure many of us understand that they...
Wow. This is why I said that the sisters are crashing out, bro. The girl says she's gonna get married and she has nobody. Like, this doesn't make sense. That's like a full crash out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't know, man. I'm paying for these sisters, man.
The camera, because they must protect their ego at all costs. If their false ego falls, then the house of cards fall as well. And also, the sisterhood will attack them like they did the lady who admitted to paying a dating coach $10,000 to help her find a husband.
10 bands for a man? 10 bands? I just...
But wait a minute.
See, she was crying about 10 bands for, for a man. But you don't realize you paying $10,000 for a coach to get you the right man, to teach you how to keep a good man. In turn, that good man is going to give you a lifelong lifestyle of luxury. If you commit yourself to that right person. You know what I mean? And it doesn't even have to be luxury. It can just be a lifelong partner that a man will be by your side and take care of you, and you guys grind together regardless. That is better than doing 100%. You understand what I'm saying? So, y'all taking that lesson. My session, we out.
But wait a minute. You didn't smash the bell and press the like button. Blast.
Be a freak. Yeah, I just wanted a bad bitch.